Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio June 4, 2022. The moon spends the day in your solar second house, drawing your attention to how you're managing your resources. Your material affairs and comforts can be in focus, and your resourcefulness can come in handy now for whatever you take on today. Mercury begins its transit of your solar 11th house, where it will influence until March 27th, taking off some pressures to perform and improving your social skills. It can be a vital time for inventive new ideas, sharing ideas with others, and happy networking. Valuable learning experiences can result from your association with friends, associates, or groups. Contributing, connecting, and collaborating may bring rewards. Crushing on someone who isn't your usual type. The moon makes its monthly debut in meticulous Gemini today, emphasizing themes surrounding your sense of security, but there's more. Luna will simultaneously square off with lucky Jupiter via your 11th house of associations, community, and sense of belonging in the world, which, in turn, creates tension between what you consider second nature and the new opportunities that are being presented to you at this time. Mercury will also make its annual debut in Pisces via your socially conscious 11th house, so don't be afraid to test the waters of online dating. Some of the cosmic stress will be alleviated today. The pileup of Aquarius energy squaring your sign becomes less intense as Mercury leaves the fixed air sign for the mutable water sign, Pisces. Now in Pisces, Mercury is fantastical. Your mind wanders with dreams and idealism, curious about what could happen in your career. As it now influences your sector of the greater community, networking, and aspirations, you could become exceptionally hopeful. Mercury in Pisces could encourage you to speak about your professional dreams with joy or even intuitively navigate your professional community. While the moon is making an ordinary monthly visit, and with its smart head for money and ability to act as a trigger, this could have lucrative implications. It is the timing that makes this auspicious. The moon is here and at friendly aspect to planets on the career front just as your new professional year is catching its second wind. You are enjoying harmonious relations with family and friends. Take time for shared activities, they will give you great pleasure. Occasions like this let you see what kind of person you are and the role you play amongst family and friends. What could be better than to find yourself in the company of others? Forget about your so-called responsibilities for one day, well, unless something huge is at stake, and treat yourself right with a little downtime. Liven things up with a mystery trip. Don't let how you're feeling pass you by, instead voice your romantic wishes, and tell others what you're willing to give and what is expected in return. Go out and make yourself noticed, be courageous. Find the person who is right for you and discover how you might begin to share wonderful times with another. You may have the feeling that things are out of control. If you open up to all that you are feeling, you may become afraid or overwhelmed. It may help you to do some grounding exercise in order to remind yourself that you are in a human body. The regularity with which you exercise will affect the degree you feel overwhelmed in your life. Drinking plenty of water is the second half of the exercise equation. Be aware that your body may need more minerals and vitamins, depending on the stress level you experience. Celebrate the strong and balanced relationships in your life today. A vibration can make you so much more aware of the people you share a mutually beneficial relationship with. Perhaps a get-together, or going out for a meal with the group will give you the opportunity to express your appreciation. If this isn't a possibility for some reason, consider sending out a note of caring and thanks to those you are thinking of today. This will bring a great deal to those who are on the receiving end, as well as to yourself. The moon's return to your career sector today will have an almost immediate impact, firing things up on both the job and career fronts. With no planetary activity on the career front, the moon's return every 4 weeks is a valuable chance to check in and get your bearings. However, the moon is not just making its first visit since Mars and Jupiter's return to your work sector, but before your professional instincts and imagination can kick in will form a friendly aspect. There will be a chance to unpack this over the coming days. In his first full day in direct motion in your relationship sector, Mercury, the planet of communication, is still at a standstill, but his focus is now on the future rather than on the past. With Venus, the planet of love, already looking to the future, this has put heart and mind back on the same page. Our eyes in the sky. As the day comes to a close, Luna shares a soft and helpful aspect with structure-loving Saturn. Set aside some time to outline your ambitions so you can break the big picture down into smaller steps. At this time, we have renewed energy to kickstart projects dreamt up while the moon was in imaginative Cancer, but we can also make more work for ourselves by rushing through tasks or running roughshod over people who get in our way. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. Venus is more observant and aloof than usual, while Mars gives us the strength to move forward. We want to be acknowledged by those we care about and given proper credit for all that we've accomplished. This aspect allows you to take control of your life, even matters that you've put on the back burner. The most important thing to do today is take charge of activities and relationships to ensure that you're being seen and heard. If there's a situation that needs a bit of tweaking and care, this is a great time to give the matter your full attention. The Pisces sun illuminates our intuition, allowing us to take great leaps that we might never have taken before. This is a wonderful day to banish insecurity, step into your true self, and assert your strength. You are more than willing to become the confident, powerful person that you were meant to be and do it on your own terms. We are caught between two emotional extremes, the desire to please and the need to focus on our own healing process. Perhaps we can strike a happy medium between the two, but the polarizing nature of this transit suggests that whichever way we tip the scales, we are apt to feel guilty. Ultimately, we are reticent to take up space now. We fear that acting independently will aggravate others. Everyone has these feelings from time to time. When we recognize that our insecurities are a source of commonality, we can begin to heal individually and interpersonally. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon trines Venus in Aquarius, helping us to relax. Many of us will be asleep or just waking as this aspect perfects, and this transit should mitigate anxieties born of the Moon-Chiron opposition. We now feel accepted and appreciated for who we are. Our relationships feel steady and safe, so we take less to heart. Small misunderstandings or accidental slights are overlooked, and we focus on the future of our relationships rather than rehashing the past. This is a great influence for socializing or catching up with friends.